What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? I'm gonna do an unboxing on a short course truck. It's a relatively new one that just hit the market. I would say, well, at least the version two. I would say probably about a month or so ago, maybe a couple months ago. It is the what we know as the Haiboxing 3100A, but this one is called Anger, also from Haiboxing, but this one here is the version 2. So I just thought I'd pick it up. I picked it up from Best Buy boxes. So I just wanted to just open it up and see what it's all about. I didn't get the version 1, so when version 2 came out, I just figured I'd just go for it. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Kind of curious to see what it's all about. I do know that Amazon carries it as well, but they only carry the version 1. So I mean, it comes in a nice little package, neat little packaging. You know, looks pretty realistic. The garage door is an interesting touch, but anyway, yeah, it's a little bit different. So there's nothing on obviously this end of the box, and but underneath it, let's see what we have. Okay, first off the bag, we have our charger, some extra body clips, and 2S USB charger, of course. Okay, we have our typical HBX remote. Okay, we've seen this one quite a bit on other HBX models. That's the controllers, as you guys can see. Steering trim, steering dual rates, throttle trim, throttle reverse, steering reverse, and bind mode and the on-off switch. So fairly comprehensive. Of course, our batteries go on the bottom over here. Feels good to the touch. It's got a nice weight to it, and the trigger action is actually fine. There's no issues with the spring. Okay, so we have our decal sheet. You can put these on the truck. Got some windows over here too, some numbers and whatnot, if you choose to do so. If not, you can leave it blank as well to put your own stickers. Owner's manual. Open it up. Basically, obviously it's all in Chinese, but if you kind of go into it more, hopefully it'll be some English. And I don't see any English, but I do see part numbers in here. Okay, so that'll help. I did see there are some parts on Amazon and AliExpress, but in terms of actual written instructions, I don't see much. I do see exploded views in case you have to dismantle your truck for maintenance. So I mean, it's a pretty good. It's fairly comprehensive for what you need, what you need it to be. Okay. Anyway, so that's what it looks like. Then we have the truck itself. I opted for the blue one. It also comes, as you saw from the box, an orange one as well. Comes with oil-filled shocks. Comes with 2 tires on the back of it. Obviously, as you can see, there's plastic on the body, which you would need to remove. So the body clips, I'm just going to take them all off to show you guys what's under the hood. So we got 2 at the front right over here, and 2 conveniently are in the corners. So they're easy to get to. Sometimes they're kind of hidden underneath here and they're hard to pull out. Thankfully, these ones here are right at the corners, so they're easy to get to. So a little attention to detail, which goes a long way. Thank you, Haiboxing. Okay, so once again, just like on their 2997A, we have this sort of retractable wire, which is a really good thing to do, especially if you know, we all know that, you know, sometimes we can lose body clips, and this is one way of just taking off the body without really worrying about lighting becoming disengaged. There's a light bar, as you can see, on the front of it. Okay. Alright, so looks like we have a small, looks like about a 1300 milliamp. Oh yeah, my mistake. It's an 1100 milliamp 2S LiPo. It's actually a LiPo. It's not a lithium ion. So it's nice that they give you a LiPo. So there is some foam in this battery compartment right here. So you can take off this foam to put a larger battery. Looks like by the looks of it, a 1500 will fit in here. And from what I understand, this is also capable of 3S. So that's a nice thing to know. So like I said, 1100 milliamp. I'm assuming it's a 20C discharge. What does it say on this? It doesn't say. So it's anywhere from 20 to 25C, of course, to us. We have a, let me just take off this sticker here. Looks like it's a 2838 sized motor. It's got a small little heat fan here. And it has a, looks like it's a, no, it's not a 2-in-1. It's actually a standalone unit. So that's a nice touch. The ESC is right over here. It is the WP S16 RTR. So that's nice that they actually give it as a standalone unit. So of course here's the ESC, and the receiver is mounted here up front, okay, and with a little on-off switch right on top of it. So you guys can see. So it's nice that it's not just a 2-in-1. It's nice that they actually give it separately, okay. Really nice touch. All right, so as I said earlier, it does come with oil-filled shocks, and they are oil-filled, so no need to change them, at least at this stage. Trailing arm suspension, and it really feels progressive. It's the perfect dampening rate. Solid axle, as you can see, with, as you can see, the trailing arms underneath. It's got the metal drive shaft. So there have been small upgrades from the 3100A. Version 1 to the, obviously, the version 2, which is nice to see. And also, from what I've seen from other YouTubers, there's actually a gyro on this as well. So that'll definitely help handling as well. It's got the tires in the rear, which, even though it does complement the look, it may add weight to the rear. I haven't even driven it yet, but I want to see how this affects the weight. But seeing on some videos, the tires in the back doesn't really make a big difference in terms of being back heavy, especially when it comes to jumps. But yeah, that's about it for the Haiboxing 3100A version 2 1/16 scale truck. So if you guys have any questions about this particular RC or any of the other ones in my fleet, please leave a comment below, and I'll answer any questions that you guys may have. Okay, have a good day. Ciao.